Are these illusions of self-grandeur, or is it to shock society into awareness, to question the unquestionable? Regardless of purpose and intent, I find it impossible to follow the herd. Conventional wisdom to me is an absurd notion. Many of you will not concur with me. Some will dismiss, others rise against it. If you don't agree with me, raise your hand and get in line. I am the Contrarian, and this is my world.
Are you the king of downloads? Are you someone who's awake most nights streaming the latest Game of Thrones episode? Don't you just love it when your favorite shows are available to stream and watch just hours after? Hey, what's happening? Yeah, look, guys, I'm not done yet, guys. What's going on? Don't you just hate it when someone interrupts you? Well, I'm sure you do, and I'm sure this happens to you a lot while streaming videos. You know, now I know what all those actors feel like when you're watching a movie and all they're doing is... Well, some ambitious video-on-demand services aim to change all of this, where I'm stuck, to something like this, where I'm nice and smooth. Video on demand, a service for watching all your favorite content under one roof for a very nominal fee every single month. You're thinking Netflix, right? Well, for that you might have to wait till 2016, and of course the nominal fee part won't really apply. But India is seeing a boom in the number of video streaming platforms these days. You have Big Flicks, where you find all your Bollywood stuff along with a select few Hollywood flicks. Then you have VU Clip, fairly new, but mostly very similar content. And now the newest entrant, Hook. Well, you pronounce it Hook, but you actually write it in a very different way. A platform that claims to combine the best Hollywood and Asian entertainment. Now, all this sounds really great, but have they forgotten this is India?
In an emerging market like India, there is a huge entry barrier as far as the paying for the data is concerned, especially when the recharge value of a particular consumer is anywhere between 50 to 75 rupees. It is going to get difficult for them to buy a 1 GB pack, which is going to cost them a 250. Even when you look at consuming a 2-minute or a 3-minute video, there is a huge buffering challenge that a consumer faces.
The average Indian video streamers options are still very limited. Apart from a few key platforms offering minimal content, people mostly rely on free YouTube videos, and of course there's no dearth of pirated downloads available online. For a price-sensitive country like India, where people bargain for every rupee, will anyone ever pay for content, legal or not? After all, till now, we've become very used to free.
It was extremely important for us to go have a solution in place that helps us control a lot of piracy. So we have a tie-up with Verimetrics, which enables us to secure and have transactions on the offline mode, which enable consumers and obviously takes them away from piracy as a mode.
Now, the reality for video on demand service is very grim right now. The Indian video content market is already saturated with piracy and illegal downloads. Finding a video for almost anything online, piece of cake. It literally is child's play. So how will these services survive being Indianized? Is it possible to offer a never-before-seen streaming service which will, 1, reform the internet pirates, 2, do it at the right price, and 3, actually have broadband technology that will deliver a good experience? That's exactly what we find out on the other side of Contrarian from someone who has big plans for the streaming business in India.